What is up, takers, and welcome back to Ties Take Today Live. You guys already know we do this each and every Thursday. Give me just a moment. I got some audio difficulties in mind, but we're gonna work it out. Give me just a moment. And this is what happens when you go live and you're the producer, the host, and all of the things. So if y'all give me just all right, perfect. There we go. Let's try this again. Welcome back to Tie State Today Live. We do this each and every Thursday and Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. You guys already know I am Tyler Billups, creative broadcasting director and host. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/It's Ties Take Today. Hit us up and follow us on Instagram as well at It's Ties Take Today. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to us as well on YouTube so you can get caught up on all 46 of our previous episodes, former episodes with me and my previous co-host Lacey, as well as some behind the scenes interviews, exclusive content, and you can even check out who's coming up on later editions of Ties Take Today Live. And if you're old school or you're just looking for something to read and catch up with, tiestaketoday.com. We try to keep it real simple. For those of you that are watching on Facebook or watching live on YouTube, if you have any questions for our guests this evening, I see you guys already starting to trickle in. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, or if you just want to share your thoughts on the agency or any of tonight's conversations, you guys can do so as well by commenting on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll go ahead and share those comments throughout our conversations this evening. And really, thank you guys for tuning in every Thursday and Sunday. So that being said, coming up on tonight's show, and I actually have a graphic for you guys as well. We have tons of graphics, tons of clips. But on tonight's show, we are talking to Katie Crombez and Josh Johnson from 2B's The Agency. So we're going to really introduce you to these amazing creative individuals and talk about their experiences on the agency, where you guys can watch the agency if you haven't already, and really what both of them want all of you to take away from the agency. And then later on this evening, on the second half of tonight's episode, we are talking music and motivation and fitness. And I don't know if y'all see this stomach. Thank God the image is covering it. But we're talking fitness, music, and all things motivation with Mario Canon. So that's going to be the second half of tonight's episode. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, y'all got to bear with me because I'm playing producer, host, and editor. So we're doing all the things. But I'm going to go ahead and add our first guest to the virtual platform. What's going on, Josh and Katie?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm super excited to talk everything the agency. I know people are watching all over Michigan, like Detroit, all over. So I really just want to start off tonight by saying thank both of you for joining us and just giving us some of your time this evening. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We can kind of go back and forth with the questions and really just introduce both of you to our audience. And I really want to know what first pursued or inspired both of you guys to, leap into acting and entertainment.
Katie, you should go first. Ladies first.
Thank you for having us, Ty. Well, yeah, I mean, I've been doing some sort of performance my whole life, really. I started out as a musician. I played the piano and sang amongst other instruments, and really started getting more into acting in the last few years, both musical theater and plays, as well as this was my first actual filming experience on a TV show or movie.
Absolutely. And Josh, same question for you. Was there any key moment where you were like, this is what I want to pursue? I want to dabble in acting. What did that journey look like for you?
I can't recall a specific moment. I think it's always kind of been with me, just in terms of personality, characteristics, things of that nature. As I got older, it was just something that a lot of people just suggested to me that I should just check out and do. And I did it. I loved it. And it was just a great experience from there. So I just, ever since then, kept doing it.
Absolutely. And Josh, for you, when you look at your character, Jeremy, What parts of his personality or storyline did you really find yourself connecting to or relating with the most?
He's really ambitious throughout the film. He tries a lot to get his point across and just be taken serious at the agency. And there's a lot of obstacles. When you tune into the show, you'll be able to see that. So I feel like that was something I could adapt to a lot with his ambitious side of him.
Absolutely. And then Katie, same question for you. How did, what about Sophie, the overly woke intern? Were there any like really like details that you really related to within your character as well?
Yeah, I think she took a definite journey through the show as well, trying to figure out who she was and how she fit in. But yeah, I definitely related to some of that. Trying to figure out who you are and standing up for those around you and advocating for people. That's something that's really important to me.
Absolutely. And I know like in the past, Michigan has seen like the film incentives and those type of things, but lately we haven't so much. So for you guys, what has it been like being independent actors and just being actors within Michigan or Metro Detroit for that matter?
I would say it's definitely been difficult. Like you said, it was a lot of lack of funding and a lot of lack of production. So it was just a lot of people just being creative, and you just had to get out there and meet the right people at certain times and just get it out like that. And now I feel like it's a lot different. We have obviously the growth of the city. We have a lot more people coming in now. And with that, I've been seeing a lot of more productions and opportunities for people that weren't there 5 years ago.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
even with the lack of incentives, and hopefully they bring some of those back, there's some awesome people in the industry still here in Michigan. And like Josh said, you just got to find the right people. And there are some really great directors and producers out there that are making really cool projects. So it's important to support local.
Absolutely. And for both of you, what did the audition process look like? How did you guys even get this amazing opportunity?
I was blessed enough to work with Canon on a previous film. We did a 48-hour film festival, and just like our connection on camera and our characters, it was just like a match paired in heaven. And her people reached out to me. I auditioned for the agency. I got the role. I mean, it was a blessing and a great opportunity. I just auditioned for it, and ever since then, yeah.
Absolutely. Katie, what about you? What did that audition process look like for you?
Yeah, for this one in particular, it was pretty easy. I was asked to come in and audition for the role. I had previously known and worked with one of the showrunners and writers, and so yeah, it was pretty easy process for this one, which again highlights that knowing people is sometimes a lot of the battle for getting into a project like this. But as like a homegrown project, I think it's really important and wonderful that they pulled in people they know and some people that they didn't know previously, to from all over like Metro Detroit area. It was great to work with new and a very experienced actors in this show.
Absolutely. And we're going to go ahead and show some pictures. I know we've got some promo photos and some behind the scenes photos that we'll go ahead and go through. But for you guys, can you share with us what that energy was like on set? And, was it as funny on set as like we see on screen? Or any what was the vibe in that atmosphere like for both of you as we kind of show some promo pictures of you guys?
Yeah, it definitely was a really great time on set. I think we for sure were laughing a lot more when the cameras were off. Everyone was really great to work with. It was an awesome team to be a part of. And so as just as much fun as you can see us having on screen, we were having as good of a time working together. part of the show was improvising a little bit. So, with different takes, having different experiences as we went through different shots was a really fun way to work with each other and see what else we could bring to the show.
I agree with I agree with what Katie just said. I think the first day was a little nerve-wracking for a lot of us, just being in that environment and not knowing how each other's comedy timing is and things of that nature. But after that, it was a breeze just working with each other on set. I feel like there was a family. Everybody just got along. We were able to get through scenes without taking up the whole day. Sometimes that's an issue in production that you deal with. And it was just as funny off camera as on camera. I think everybody on that show is a secret comedian, whether they know it or not. So it was a good opportunity, I feel like.
Absolutely. And I've asked everybody that we've interviewed so far on the show, whether they're on screen or behind the scenes, I have to know, would you guys personally, because we love us some Heather Kyles, but if it was up to you guys and you guys were in that role and had to make that decision, would you take on Ophelia as a client?
Ophelia I feel like Ophelia was a great client. She had a lot of character and spunk to her. I think with the right management, Javier, she could have been taken a little bit more serious.
Now you sound like you're still on camera for the show.
I love it. If you guys already told them, and I told Tennille as well, if you guys are looking for a 7-month-old, cute as hell golden doodle, I got y'all covered. So if y'all need another dog, I got y'all. But back to for you guys and talking about your guys' characters and your just overall growth as the creative individuals that you guys both are individually. During this journey, did either of you learn anything new about yourselves, or was there any type of like obstacles or challenges that you guys really had to, overcome individually?
For me, I've mostly worked on like fully scripted shows and plays, and so having that opportunity to improv a little bit during this process was very exciting, and definitely something that I was nervous about getting into when I got the role, but it was really fun to play with that and figure that out as we went through the filming process.
Absolutely. And same question for you, Josh.
I think what I could take away from playing Jeremy in the agency was a lot of his patience. Throughout the film, you had to have a lot of patience, especially with a lot of situations where he was kind of being dealt bogus at times. I think looking back on that helped me in the same aspect. Not that I didn't have patience before, but just just a little bit more well maintained and just in control of things at times.
Absolutely. And for people out there, and this is for both of you guys, for people out there that are watching or may want to explore a career in the entertainment industry, whether that's acting or producing or behind the scenes, you guys firsthand know what that climate and environment is like. So any type of advice or gems of wisdom or knowledge that you guys would give to people out there that may be watching and may want to, get started in the industry?
I would say just get started as quick as possible. Don't wait on it, because if you do, that's opportunity passing you right there. Pay attention, listen. You'll hear networking a lot. It'll sound cliche, but in the end, networking is really what's going to get you a job at the end of the day. So I feel like you follow those guidelines, you should be good. And really, I would say go for it and see how you like it. You can't really tell somebody how fun something is or how bad something is. Sometimes people just have to go out and experience it for themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. You just gotta jump in for sure and pay attention. I think it's really important to learn from those who are around you who've done this before. So even if you're new to it, just take it all in and see what your role is. Again, whether you're acting or behind the scenes producing or taking on another role, it's really important to just listen and pay attention to what's going on, but also go at it full force. Take every opportunity you can.
Absolutely. And for you guys, when we talk acting in the entertainment industry, a lot of people think New York and LA or Atlanta, but both of you guys, in your own perspectives, are examples that like Detroit local talent is where it's at. So for you guys, do you think that there's something in particular that makes that Detroit hustles harder mentality, or that grit, or just being from the Midwest as a whole? Like what sets you guys apart from some other talent?
I feel like it's always been Detroit versus everybody. So like
Mhm.
us just being the underdogs all the time, just I feel like it gives us a different type of spirit in terms of whatever it is that we want to do. And I feel like that's the best motivation that you can have when somebody's doubting you and you can prove them wrong at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So, Katie, my question for you is, how do you, when we talk about storytelling and representation and impact, obviously this is an all local, independent film project, but what do you hope viewers take away and, resonate even on a broader level than just Detroit or just Metro Detroit or Michigan, like on a national level? What do you hope the audience takes away from this?
Yeah, I think this story has a lot of impact throughout a lot of different communities. And I think that it's important to tell stories like that so that everyone can find something that they kind of latch onto, but also learn something about another community or culture or something that they didn't know before. That's the important part about entertainment, is that, you can be immersed in something that you have no experience in. So I think when they watch the agency, they're really getting some, experience and visibility for different communities and people. And it can far-reaching, not just Metro Detroit, but can be something that anyone can relate to or can learn something from.
Absolutely. Josh, what about you? What do you hope the audience takes away from your character, the agency overall?
I just hope that they see all the talented actors and actresses that we did have on set. I feel like everybody went in there and they put their all into it, no matter what we had going on outside of filming. Everybody was there on time and just made sure that operation just ran smoothly. There's going to be a lot of takeaways. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. It's on, TV. Check it out.
Absolutely. And I also want to talk about your character because Jeremy's role is, oh so caught up in the agency's chaos. For you, Josh, how do you ground your performance and keep him relatable in the middle of all of that madness at times?
Oh
With
man, it's kind of hard because he's like an extreme germaphobe too. So certain scenarios and certain people kind of tick him off at times. I feel like he's a little dramatic. I'm not, guys, by the way. I'm pretty cool. But I hope you guys don't hate him too much. I feel like he's just a little misunderstood and just uncomfortable. He feels like time is against him and he doesn't have much time to make himself feel like he's accomplished in life.
And I feel like the audience and viewers and myself even included can really relate to that because, a lot of us are working these 9 to 5 jobs, 10-hour shifts, like also trying to be the creatives that we are and trying to find that balance. So I think it's like, like this is something that like the audience can relate to these characters. And I think that's why everybody is so tuned in like they are. So Katie, same question for you, or a similar question rather, because we know your character is written as this overly woke, overworked intern, which is a very specific archetype. So how do you approach playing her with authentic, I can't even get my words out, authenticity, and while still leaning into the comedy side of things?
Yeah, I think it was fun to kind of embody Sophie and figure out like how she doesn't really fit in with everyone else at the agency. And, she's a little bit awkward, a little bit nervous. And trying to play that into the comedy side was a little bit easy and fun. But yeah, it was just definitely a fun character um, to try to bring like this awkward energy to, but at the same time, yeah, make it very relatable, and figure out what her motivations and goals were throughout the trajectory of the show to see, how she can come out of her shell a little bit more.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and actually just a reminder, if you guys are watching on Facebook or watching live on YouTube, be sure to share your thoughts. I see the comments are coming in, and some people are going to be watching this episode later, post live. So be sure to comment and let us know your guys' thoughts. If you watched The Agency yet, if you're going to be watching it this weekend, now's the time if you haven't. So when we come back, we're going to actually run a quick trailer for those that are watching live right now of The Agency. And then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about mental health, balance, and looking ahead for both of you guys and what upcoming projects you guys have. And then we'll dive into this quick game of rapid fire, this or that, fun random questions if y'all are down.
Sounds good.
Sounds amazing.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and run that trailer and we'll be right back.
I have big news. Oh my God, you're pregnant. What?
Bessie.
No. The Ophelia Sparks is interested in being repped by us.
Y'all ain't ready for me. Tell me she ain't gonna be handling none of this, right? It's gonna be all you, baby, right?
All me, baby.
She was canceled for a reason. She should stay canceled.
Nope. No more soap operas.
Date night debacles? Decent pay.
Abso-freaking-lutely no more reality TV. I'm over it.
Ophelia Sparks, she's a sparky one, isn't she?
Parker's got an idea. Oh, is he the gay one?
Parker, the gay one, at your service.
DTA is gonna produce She's Probably Got a Knife as a musical parody.
Dusty, when will you learn? Being famous isn't about telling the truth. It's about protecting your reign.
I think everything started to change after Deepak Chopra's masterclass.
Well, this ain't working out for me. Ain't nothing in here up to par, Parker.
DTA is a talent agency, Dusty, not a goddamn production company. What the hell is this even?
You are a terrible actress, and you're running this agency into the ground.
I quit, baby!
I'm done. You're done.
I'm not done, Bob.
I run the place, I run the space, I run the scene that light up the face. I run the place, I run the space, I run the scene.
Here's to staying uncanceled.
All right, so for those of you that may be just joining us, welcome back to Tides Take Today Live. That was the official trailer for The Agency, which is currently streaming on Tubi. And joining us this evening, we are talking to two of the cast members of The Agency, Josh Johnson, as well as Katie Crombez. So thank you guys again so much for joining us. And, I feel like when you're creative and, like I said, overly worked sometimes, it's really, it's really hard and difficult at times for people to find that balance. And we talk a lot about mental health, and me, myself, being an advocate for mental health. So we talk about mental health often with almost all of our guests on the show. For you guys, are there any tips or any things that you both do individually, just to protect your overall well-being as hardworking actors that you are?
I would say just making sure I spend enough time with the people that do bring me joy, whatever form that may be, and just being thankful for the opportunities that I do have and the opportunities that are coming, because life could be worse or my situation could be worse. So I'll just try and be optimistic as much as possible.
Absolutely. Katie, what about you? Any type of routines or things that you do to keep yourself grounded when it comes to like your mental health?
Yeah, I think especially when you're working long days as an actor, sometimes it's important to make sure that you have things that you need and advocate for yourself. I think we don't talk enough about advocating for ourselves and our well-being. So if you need a break, if you have some issue on set, I think it's really important that you make sure that you share that with the right people, so that we can take care of that and not it doesn't ruin the experience or affect your well-being. And then, I just also make sure that I have, things that I need personally, anything that makes me more comfortable when I'm on a set, especially if it's a hard scene to be doing.
Absolutely. And have, from when you both first started to where you both currently are in your guys' career and journey, have you guys noticed any changes or, how like just on the production side of things when it comes to mental health, or has it been pretty much the same thus far?
I haven't been on too many movie sets before, so I can't speak entirely on that, but I think definitely in our culture and climate in general, things have changed. But there's still a lot more work to do. Again, I think advocating and having people, even people on set, like specific coordinators that are there to help with the mental health and well-being of everyone, not just the cast members, is really important and something we should see more of.
Yeah, I believe that it's improved over the last couple of years. I really wouldn't be able to tell you how, in terms of like people's regimen. I feel like everyone has a different style or a different approach on how they take or how they go about certain things, including meditation. But I would like to believe it's a lot better. I see a lot more ads. I see a lot more people talking about it, more hotlines, just things of that nature. So it's definitely something that's being talked about more than it has been in previous years.
Absolutely. I think just trying to break that negative stigma that sometimes is associated with mental health, and keeping the conversations and having those types of conversations and making sure that people know that there are resources out there. I think that's really the most important part, which I feel like both of you have said. For both of you looking ahead, obviously we're already putting it into the universe and speaking it into existence for a season 2 of the agency. But individually, do either of you have any other projects that are being released in the near future, or anything that you guys are excited to share about with when it comes to like future projects?
I've got some auditions coming up, but nothing solidified yet right now. So unfortunately, nothing really I can plug right now. But yeah, it's definitely a hustle. Always trying to figure out the next thing.
In terms of projects, I have a couple. Well, we're working on one. This is called The Paranoid Man. The next one is The 11 Mile Ritual, and then the one after that is Beware. I can't go too in depth. I know NDAs, they suck. In terms of the agency, I would love if we could get a season 2. Like I said, I would love to work with these guys again. Everyone was phenomenal. I wouldn't be mad even if we had like some type of spinoff, maybe to Ophelia. She's probably got a fife, or The Big Win, with Jeremy Jones.
Yeah, might as well do the whole thing.
Yeah, take it all the way.
Or the whole musical. Probably got a fight.
Absolutely. And for both of you, are there any, Detroit creatives or Michigan creatives, actors, directors, musicians, music artists? Are there any in particular that inspire you guys, or that you would love to work with on future projects? Let's speak it into existence.
I've worked on set with Carmen before, but shout out Carmen. If you know, you know. She's just a really great videographer. Just opportunities. She has opportunities for everyone, whether you're getting into acting, modeling, whatever it is. She's always got something. And shout out to Caden in the show. Got to be Riley, the one that has the addiction to smoking weed a lot. Kaden, really great actress. She works her butt off all the time. So I just want to say shout out to her too, and everybody else on everybody else on that set too.
Absolutely. Katie, any creatives locally that you would love to have the opportunity to work with?
No one in particular I can think of, but yeah, I'm excited to go on some more auditions and find more of a place in the industry here in Metro Detroit.
Absolutely. And before we get to the quick rapid fire, you guys go ahead and plug your social medias and let people know where to follow you and stay up to date on the agency season 2, as well as your guys' individual other projects as well.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's KT, just the letters KT, and then my last name Crombez. That's the best place to follow.
You can also follow me on Instagram. It's going to be undenied_Will. That's WILL.
All right, y'all ready for this quick game of rapid fire?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so first up, let me pull up my questions. There we go. First up, Detroit style pizza or Coney dogs?
Coney dogs. Coney and the chili cheese fries.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Coney dogs too.
All right, second up, Belle Isle or the Riverwalk?
Belle Isle.
Belle Isle, yeah.
It's nothing like it.
The best place.
I feel like Belle Isle. I saw a post the other day. Somebody was like, Detroit, we don't do therapy. We just go to Belle Isle and sit by the water.
100%.
I was like, look, full advocate for therapy though. Like, don't get me wrong, but Belle Isle is there, especially for those that may not have the health insurance. So
yeah, and Belle Isle is really dope because they have the first road ever paved there in the U.S. That's where it first started, Belle Isle.
Hey, I'm here for it for sure. If you guys could only pick one, comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with comedy too. That's almost all I watch. It's a good way to get yourself away. That's a good mental health thing too. Get yourself away from the world.
Sorry, my drama actors, but I'm gonna go comedy on this one. I feel like comedy is a drama in itself too.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, it's hand in hand. I agree. Improv or scripted?
Improv, baby. I feel like that's where the real talent comes out.
I'm gonna have to go scripted. You can
Okay.
find a lot. You can find a lot in the script that no one else has done before too.
Absolutely.
They both can be very interesting.
For sure. Motown classics or Detroit rap?
Detroit rap.
I got to go with the Motown classics.
All right, so I'm throwing in a question I didn't have. Josh, top Detroit artists on your playlist currently.
Oh, come on! Shout out Babyface Ray. Shout out Babyface E and V's.
Katie, same question. Motown artists. What's on your playlist?
Oh, I mean Aretha Franklin. That's probably top up there for sure.
For sure. And then if you had one day off in Detroit with no obligations, no work, no producing, no acting, what's the first place you're going to?
Comerica Park to watch the Tigers.
Hey, the Tigers won again.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm hitting up all the museums. Those are my favorite. The Charles H. Wright Museum, the DIA.
And I'm the type that when it comes to like dates, like the DIA is where it's at. That is a really good date idea. Date idea. For sure. Well, thank you guys so much. We're gonna go ahead and put all of your guys' social medias in the description, in the captions of these videos. And I just really want to say congratulations on the success of the agency. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's next. Like I said, I already know Tennille and Melinda are hard at work. Probably got the whole second season already out. So I want to shout out to them. Really just shout outs to you guys and just the entire cast. And any last minute thoughts, takeaways, anything you guys want to leave the audience with before we get out of here?
It was an honor being on today. We appreciate your time. It was good seeing Katie. And like you said, shout out Melinda and Tennille for the opportunity. Those are incredible women. If you get the chance to work with them, you won't regret it. And shout out to the rest of the cast on the agency. Hopefully we'll be able to work again on a future project, whatever that may be.
Thanks, Ty, for having us. It was great to chat with you. Yeah, everyone check out the agency on Tubi and follow all the cast and crew for more projects in the future. Like we already said, Detroit has an amazing indie film industry, and it's really fun to see what comes out of that. So thanks again for having us, and go watch the agency.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much again. Josh Johnson and Katie Crombez, thank you guys so much from the agency. Be sure to go ahead and stream the agency. We're going to go ahead and pull it up on the screen. So if you just want to scan that QR code and make sure that you guys go ahead and start watching it tonight. But let me go ahead and pull up that graphic really quickly for you guys. And you guys can go ahead and scan the code. It's right there. The office, Getting Lost in Detroit, and it's the agency. So once again, thank you for Josh Johnson and Katie Crombez. And coming up next, we're going to keep the party going. We've got more guests for you on tonight's show. So like I said, if you guys are in the comments watching on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to share your thoughts, and we'll be sure to show the comments because I see y'all, and we're going to get to the comments. But up next, I'm going to add our next guest. What's going on, Mario?
What's up, family? What's good with you?
What's going on? Thank you so much. I know we just talked to Katie and Josh, so I'm really super excited to introduce you to our audience. And look, I was trying to do your headliner for this interview, and I was like, artist, actor, transformation coach. Like, I'm running out of characters. So really, I just want to take a moment to really start at the beginning. And what was that moment or personal experience for you that lit that spark and really like jump started your journey as the person that you are today? Because like I said, music, we're gonna share some of your work a little later. But how did this journey start for you?
It was always embedded in me from the beginning, man. I've been doing it since I was barely able to formulate my words. Honestly, I was recording in grade school. You might be a little young for this, but I used to have a cassette hook up in my room as a little kid, and I would have my mom take me to Radio Shack, and I would buy all these RCA cables, man. And I started recording before I was even out of the second, third grade. And when I started playing sports, I used to bring my tapes to the games, and like I would handwrite on every tape and give them out to my teammates and people there.
Hey, look, I'm slowly approaching 30. Okay, like 20 more years. So cassettes. I used to like call up Radio Disney and be on the radio, and then I would like hit the record button on the cassette player just so that I could record my audio.
Okay, so you know where I'm coming from. Yeah, for sure. Okay,
So
yeah, we locked in, man.
Yeah.
No, it's a love, man. I never did it. It was always an outlook for me. It was a way to express myself artistically, but because I didn't grow up with a whole lot, man, and I grew up in poverty and whatnot, but I felt free because I was able to create, and I just talked about my beautiful life, so.
Absolutely, taking those memories and those experiences and putting it into songs and lyrics, for sure. Growing up, were there any artists or just people like everyday or like family or friends that really influenced you, whether it was regarding your music or your fitness journey, or I know you do a lot of motivational speaking and speaking to different people.
Yeah, Ty. Tupac was like my number one rapper as a kid. I used to write Tupac on my window before I went to school. I was always say he was my dad. I was like, that's my pops. If I don't got a pops, Tupac probably my dad, right? And so I used to always idolize him. And then I looked up to my uncles, but they were like BAs. They was in the streets. And so I had some good influences and some probably not so good influences. My mother was a huge pillar in my growth as well, because she worked so hard to provide and protect and do what she could to make sure I had a fighting chance. So, but growing up, man, yeah, Tupac was number one. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I listened to a little bit of everything. Outkast, Goody Mob, things like that, for sure.
Absolutely. And, like I mentioned earlier during the introduction, you've grown into a multifaceted creator, rapper, music artist, transformation coach, actor, like event producer. I feel like you have, do you sleep?
I get up at 4 every day. I'm at the gym. Well, yeah, I'm at the gym closer to, try to get there about 5:30 at least. Yeah. No later than 5:30 a.m.
Damn, that's early. Have you seen how have all of these different projects influenced you and kind of built you to who you are today as you evolved creatively and continue to evolve into the creative that you are?
So fitness, of course, you could say it enhances your image, But fitness for me was more like I was helping people as I helped myself. So it's kind of cool because I had low self-esteem, believe it or not, and sometimes we're all insecure about certain things in our lives. But I got a very, very refreshing feeling, and I felt complete or like I had a purpose because I would help someone, and they would feel amazing. So many lives I would change, and so the fitness aspect, having that mental fortitude and discipline in the fitness realm, translate over into business, your career. So now that I'm focused here, and I got no toxins in my body. I'm not consuming alcohol. I'm not taking hallucinogens. I'm locked in. I can create and build, and now I can lead others and not be a hypocrite either. So for sure.
Absolutely. And I know for those that follow you on social media, like you said, you stay in the gym, you're training different clients. Are you currently accepting new clients? What is the fitness, is there any fitness services that you offer for people that may be interested in starting their fitness journey?
Absolutely. So I do a private coaching online, but I own a gym. I own a franchise of Anytime Fitness. So I have a brick and mortar gym that I've owned for about 10 years now. But yeah, I do MarioCannonCoaching.com. We can get a consultation going. So one in for Mario Cannon. And yeah, I can do online all day. If you're not in my area, if you're not in central Illinois or in the Illinois region, anywhere, and we can't meet physically, we can definitely do this thing virtually, and I can guide you in the right direction.
Absolutely. And like I said, we're gonna I might take you on this offer because it's time to take this fitness journey to the next level. So people that are out there watching and they're like, Tyler's been talking about getting in the gym for the longest. So we might have to link up on that for sure.
Shout out to Tyler, man.
Look, the grind never stops. I know you have an event coming up. So we're gonna go ahead and share that flyer. But can you talk a little bit about the Wasteland shows and your upcoming performance if people are local and watching and tuning in from where you are, and what they can expect from that event? I know we got the flyer up on the screen right now.
So we'll be in Peoria September the 6th, this Saturday, approaching with Wasteland. My entire band is incredible, and we got Wildemar, the Ryan Massey is a great guitarist and solo artist, and then DJ Life is good, which is super lit. What to expect from us, man? I mean, look, our previous shows, you can go look at the clips and highlights. You see all walks of life, all walks of energy coming together and just in celebration. The music is lit, man. Like it's one of them shows where you gotta understand that you in for a treat because we perform the whole night, from the drummer, from my guitar shredding to me. I'll freestyle off. I'll get off the track of the song sometimes and just keep it going because the crowd is so into it, man. We put on a show and it's not just a band that goes up there and play. We involve you. We get with the crowd and they feel it. And because I come from a hip hop background, so I take the cadences from the hip hop, I take the cadences from the R&B, and I mesh it into this thing called Wasteland.
Absolutely. Speaking of your music, we're gonna actually go ahead and share your song "Star Baby." So we're gonna go ahead and share that official music video, and then we'll come back, chop it up, talk a little bit more about your music journey, your fitness journey, and then really just all of the things that make Mario Cannon Mario Cannon. So and y'all, if y'all stay locked in, I know Brandy's watching, so hey Brandy. But
shout out to Brandy.
Mario, like I said, we're gonna get to the comments towards the end of this episode, but Mario might drop a little something for y'all. You never know. It's live.
Yeah, it's live. We live in here, man. We're having a good time.
For sure. So yep, we're gonna go ahead and pull it up on the screen, and then we'll be back with more in just a moment. But right now, go ahead, Mario. You can go ahead and introduce this.
Listen, this is Mario Cannon from Wasteland, and you're listening to the iTunes charting top 40 song "Star Baby." Mario Cannon, Wasteland.
Let's go.
It ain't exclusive if you don't shoot.
I'm about to watch it on here.
All right, welcome back, y'all. So y'all are gonna laugh. Carolyn, actually, shout outs to Carolyn. We're gonna run that back one more time because I had the audio muted, so y'all couldn't even hear it. We just got the visual, so that's my fault. But we're gonna run it back, Mario, if that's cool with you, because I had the audio muted. So I apologize, but let's run that back one more time. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all are give me a thumbs up in the comments. Y'all can hear it, right?
I don't wanna hear what you did for me. Who said I was perfect? Don't look at the surface. I'm not the one looking for empathy. Locking. I got some people that's watching. Locking. Lost in the rhythm, I got it. Rocking. Baby, I know you got options. Because I want you. I need you. Look at my baby, I know she a keeper. What are you scared of? She's so prestigious. I call her star, baby. Tell me, have you seen her? She can light up the night alone. Yeah, lose your pride, take your time. Just know it's known. Yeah, I got love and I'm giving it. I'll never be perfect or innocent. If you walk on no shoes and go to the truth, she'll give you the boot like a Timberland. She not the type to stand in the background. You'll never be let down. Cause she got her own and she bring the best out. Baby, I'm fighting for you, but my life is a zoo. It's like, pick up the energy with the intensity. They be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm for the south side, and she for the west side. It don't matter where you go, baby, we outside. Because I want you, I need you. Look at my baby, I know she a keeper. What are you scared of? She's so prestigious. I call her star, baby, tell me, have you seen her? She can light up the night alone. Yeah, lose your pride, take your time. Just know it's known. She can light up the night alone. Just know it's known. Baby, I'm fighting for you, but my life is a zoo slave. Crank up the energy with the intensity and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm from the south side, she's from the west side. But no matter where we go, baby, we outside. Because I want you, I need you. Look at my baby, I know she a keeper. What are you scared of? She's so prestigious. I call her star, baby, tell me, have you seen her? She can light up the night alone. Yeah, lose your pain, take your time. Just know it's known.
All right, Mario Canon is joining us, artist, actor, transformation coach, and my apologies. Look, y'all, if anybody's looking to be a producer, look, because we had to run it back so that they could actually hear it. And I want to talk a little bit about, social and the political themes, and, how do you take, your personal experiences or what's happening in your community, and, what do you hope listeners take away when they hear your music or when they go to your shows and see you perform live?
That we're all connected. We're all related, right? We all bleed the same, and it's you'll always win with love. So like, I want to bring people, when I bring them together, not only do I want them to be celebrated, but I want them to learn to celebrate each other, right? And champion each other through life, because this life is short. And so when you come to an event and you hear my music, I want you to be inclined to not only take notice of what's going on around you, but also take notice in yourself. Let's go. Like, you got one life. Take that chance, Ty.
Ooh, taking chances, dropping gems. So we got some promo photos that we're going to share during our conversation as well. But I know you often talk about rewiring your approach to life, whether that's through coaching or, your music, how do you integrate your motivational philosophy into like training methods or, working with clients or your music?
So it all ties together, right? Because how can I preach or talk about the action that I'm not doing? So if I'm a walking testament, I can also lead and teach and coach and still be able to learn too, because I learn from my clients as well. And so I don't know everything, but what I do know is a healthy body. And if you feel good, if you look good, you're going to feel better about yourself at the end of the day. And so that's one thing I can preach on all the time. So.
Absolutely. So people out there, Mario, that are watching, of course, reach out to you for coachings and sessions.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if people out there, want to pursue both personal wellness as well as like creative expression, what are like the foundational habits that you recommend that people start building like yesterday, right now, today?
You got to take an inventory of the things you need to work on, right? So you need to be accountable. Accountability is huge. So first thing to do is make sure you're accountable, know where you're at right now. So take an inventory of your life. This is where I'm at. This is where I want to be. You need to have a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan, a 12-month plan, and possibly a 2 to 3 year plan, projectile goals. And they need to write down why are you doing, what are your whys? Because if it's just money, if it's just attention, then you're not going to do it very long. There's got to be something you would do for free. So what are you truly passionate about? What would you do for free? Because I'll do this for free because I've done it for free plenty of times and lost before I start getting paid and being, so what will you do for free? Would you do this for free? If you will do this for free, if you take the inventory and accountability, then let's move forward. It's time to create and build. That's all you got to do. That's anything you do.
Absolutely. And, wearing these multiple hats and being involved in these different projects, for you, like, how do those all tie into each other, or how do they, inspire or like challenge you with the work that you do? Or
because if I'm speaking, if I'm doing motivational speaking, it's not very motivating if I'm not in shape. How can I motivate you? How can I be a boss of my business, but I'm not a boss of my body? Doesn't make sense, right? So it has to correlate that way. Same thing in the music realm, right? If I'm the boss of the music, then I'm gonna be the boss of my body as well. But also the art also allows me to talk about my struggles in my fitness journey or in my life journey, right? That ties into the motivation, because the motivation goes into the music. So I put the motivational stances in the music as well. And of course, doing health and fitness is motivation. So now I can speak it because I live it and I create it in all 3 spectrums.
Absolutely. And we're gonna go ahead and actually get to some of the comments, because I know y'all are chiming in so much that it's hard for me to even keep them all on the screen. But let's start off with Brandy said, Mackenzie, her daughter, and I are going to start food prepping together. We could do transformation updates and check-ins with Mario. So they're already like, we need a segment with Mario.
Absolutely, that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are food prepping, man. Don't forget, all carbs aren't bad. Carbs are good. Carbs don't cause fat. They give you good energy. Complex carbs, baby. Get that protein, and always wake up and do what I say this every time I do online speech. Wake up and get a bottle of water. That's how you start your engine. Start your engine with water. The number one thing we need. The number one thing our body's comprised of.
Absolutely. And they were going in on me. They were like, Tyler, we can't hear. We lost audio. But Brandy said that she loves seeing you sing to your own jam. Carolyn said that same thing. She loves seeing you rock out and just be you while we were playing the video. And we'll get to some of the other comments in here as well momentarily. But Mario, I'm gonna put you on the spot, but it's not really putting you on the spot, because I did ask you before we came on here. Y'all want to hear it live, right? Show some love in the comments. They want to hear something.
You ready?
Let's go.
Do me a favor, don't do me no favors. I don't want to hear what you did for me. Who said I was perfect? Don't look at the surface. I'm not the one looking for empathy. I got some people that's watching. Lost in the rhythm, I got it. Baby, you know you got options, because I want you. I need you. Hey, look at my baby. I know she a keeper. What are you scared of? She's so prestigious. I call her star, baby. Tell me, have you seen her?
Hey, there you guys go. All right, Mario. So before we get out of here, let's talk about looking ahead. Let's talk about 5 years from now. What do you hope people say about Mario Canon and just how you've influenced culture, whether that's through music, fitness, performing live? What do you hope people take away when they see your work or listen to you or see you live?
I want people to become better versions of themselves. Like, thank you, Mario. I was able to not only help myself, but help my family and be a better, just overall, just be a better human. That's it, man. One thing that I harp on a lot is we don't let ourselves laugh. We don't let ourselves be embarrassed. You understand? We're not vulnerable enough. Most artists are like, no, man, I don't got my microphone. I'm not rapping over this. You're not paying me. I don't care. You understand me? It doesn't matter. I really appreciate you, Ty, because you're so cool. You got a little swag going on here, right? I like the swag. And it's just encouraging people to be better humans. I want people to say when they leave my show, damn, Mario was lit. Damn, I feel good. I'm going to the gym. And I love my people. I love my family. I love myself. There you go.
Absolutely. I love it. I appreciate the compliments as well. So for you, beyond these projects, are there any creative or personal milestones or goals that you're looking to chase next, or what,
Yeah, I'm looking to perform internationally because I have a nice overseas fan base that has been tapping into the Wasteland projects. So my goal is to perform internationally and bring my kids, bring my daughter and stuff overseas so she can see some more cool stuff. So and my son as well. I want to teach my children different cultures and different ways to interact with people and show some real love. For real.
Absolutely. And also, I want to make sure we show Carolyn's comment. She said, "Thank you for making the world a better place."
Hey, thank you, Carolyn. And look, it's not all Disney with me. I'm a little rough on the album sometimes, man. I'm rough around the edges, but that's okay because I still love you and I still love what I do. That's all it is. My intentions are pure. It's never to gain. We just lit, damn it.
Hey, look, right? Look, same wavelength. Brady said, "Damn, Mario and Ty were lit."
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm here for it. All right, so let's go ahead and before we get out of here, let's go ahead and play a quick game of rapid fire. For you, only if you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go. What's up?
All right, first up, studio session or live performance?
Live performance.
Feeling the crowd's energy, being there in the moment.
Yes, I'm a studio session. I'm creating for me, but in a live performance, I can create for everybody and I can include more. I can touch more people.
Absolutely. Morning workout or evening grind?
Morning workout, man. 5 a.m. You better be hitting on weights, or you too late.
Ooh, time. Brandy, you hear that? 5 a.m. Pizza or tacos?
Wow, you gonna do that to me? I'm gonna have to say, oh, I'm so fat for this. I don't know. I like them both. I'll beat them at the same time. I'm gonna have to go with tacos.
Okay.
That cheese be messing me up on the pizza sometimes, man. I can't mess around too much.
Top 3 artists on your gym playlist.
Top 3 artists on my gym playlist. Do not laugh at me. Let me do this, and I want to do it honestly, wholeheartedly. And you guys are probably gonna be like, "This dude is weird."
I think Mario might have went and checked his phone to tell us the playlist. We're gonna give it a second. In the meantime, I hope y'all are enjoying the show. We're gonna try and get Mario on. In the meantime, who's on your guys' gym playlist? Let me know in the comments if you guys are watching. We're gonna go ahead and get Mario back up in here. But yeah, who's on your guys' playlist? Let us know.
I'm back.
Hey.
I'm back. So this is weird because it just changed on the week. Tupac's always gonna be number 1. Lately, I've been listening to this dude, Leith, L-I-T-H-E, from Australia. He's fire. Who's gonna be third though? I go through the oldies, man. I'm weird. So I'm on this Phil Collins kick right now. And between him and Mike Cimbello, the Maniac song, Maniac on the Dance Floor, I really like that song. And I wear my sunglasses at night. That song's fire. Don't judge me, man. Don't judge me. I'm weird. I listen to Tupac and get over to I got Tupac, and now I'm listening to Phil Collins. And I'm going from Phil Collins, I'm listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I love it. Very, very versatile when it comes to the music.
Yeah, I'm weird, dude.
For you, would you rather be the best music artist or the best known motivational speaker?
Best music artist all day, man. Because I can put the language of the motivation through the music. I can kill two birds with one stone. Come on.
Absolutely. And lastly, if you weren't doing music, coaching, or acting, so we're taking all of Mario's creativity away, what career would you be? What career would you be in?
I would probably be either a firefighter or a police officer. Yeah, I'll be one of those. I'll be a serviceman. I'll be a service of the people. I'll be doing something where I'm saving some lives, or I got to do something real. I got to do something impactful right now, not from the phone. I mean, I got to go out there and get dirty and help people because people need help. Even the old lady if she can't get the cat or if she can't cross the street, I've tied old people's shoes before walking down the street. I swear they can't bend over and say, "Sir, your shoes untied." Hey, young lady, your shoes. I call them young ladies because they are young ladies to me. Your shoes untied. Let me tie your shoe for you. I do. I'm lame. I know. I'm weird. This big old buff dude's tied somebody's shoe.
Yeah. Not at all. And musical interest is a strength. Not at all. So go ahead and let everybody know where to follow you and connect with you on Instagram, where they can see your music, your fitness videos, your motivational videos.
Everybody watching this. This is Canon. That's my IG. He put it on the screen for y'all. Y'all go and follow me on that, inbox me. If you want to, I'm on every platform. So if you just put my name, Mario Canon, one in. I'm no relation to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, man, you got too many kids, bro. I love you. I'm a big fan, but you got like 95 kids. All musical platforms, Mario Canon with one in. Yeah, man, just hit me up on there. Hit me up on Instagram though, and I'll respond. I gotta go through them little messages. You know, you get all the spam stuff. They trying to sell you stuff or put you in inappropriate groups. You want to talk hot? Like I don't want to talk to you. You're a bot. I don't want to talk to AI all day. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Tripping.
They do.
They be tripping on there.
For real. Also, and then like you said, Mario Canon streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of the music streaming services as well.
If you want to get straight to the coaching too, it's MarioCannonCoaching.com, all one word. You can check on my website on there, and it kind of tells you what I do as far as private coaching and mentorship. On top of the mentorship, I do a fitness program as well with that. It's all entailed. We do blood work, the whole nine yards. You know.
I had to switch it out. I gave
I see
you.
What you did. I see what you did.
I gave you. Look, we Nick Cannon fans over here too.
No,
so.
I see what you did. I'm a Nick Cannon fan too. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I told you I'm over here producing and editing. I'm doing all the things. So
that's how you're successful.
Coaching.com with one N.
That's why you're successful, man, because you do it all, man. So you got to learn all the beginning jobs before you be the big dog. You know, you got to crawl before you fly.
Absolutely. So the taker is Mario. Now that you've been on the show, you're officially a taker. That's what our audience is called. So the takers are in the comments. So hopefully we can work like a monthly or a weekly or a segment because they want more Mario on the show. They said to the side.
No, man. It's man, Ty. I've been wanting to do this. I have a podcast studio, so I don't use it because I'm creating. But if somebody like you were to run it for me, and like I can get on your show or something once a month or a couple times a month, and if your viewers want it, man, I'm gonna give them the juice. And yeah, man, let's just do it, man. We can do something as long as it's helping people.
Hey, that's what it's all about, especially with my platform. So I appreciate you being on the show. We'll definitely talk about how we can link up and collaborate if that's what they
Yeah,
want.
man.
To them.
Yeah.
We're also gonna work on bringing Mario for an event hopefully soon in Detroit. So
I got some people out in Detroit, man.
We've got things brewing in the process. Carolyn, she already said she's here for it as well. So
I love Detroit, man.
Absolutely. For sure. All right. So once again, Mario Canon, follow him on Instagram at This Is Canon, 1 N, not 2 N's. And I appreciate you. I'll be in touch. And thank you for sharing your talents with us today.
And thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody listening. If one takeaway, guys, have a powerful day, but always, always, always trust in you, trust in God, and make sure you know that you're good enough no matter what. You are good enough. Even if you want to get better, you're good enough right now. So start today. Whatever you want to start it right now.
Right now. All right. That is Mario Canon. Thank you again. And enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, Ty, let's go.
All right. Hey. All right. This has been Ty's Take Today. Once again, I just want to shout out all of our guests today. Josh Johnson, Katie Crombez. You just heard from Mario Canon. Shout outs to the takers that are loving it. We do this every Thursday and Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I got some comments that I still need to get to. So closing us out, I'm going to go ahead and show my mom some love because she is always in the chat. So let me go ahead and find her comment. There we go. We're going to close it out with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on all social media. Shout outs to Brandy and Carolyn and all of our guests tonight. Sean for watching. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. And we'll be back Thursday, Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. And before we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and share that overlay graphic for you one more time. If you are looking for something to do this weekend and you have yet to see The Agency, which is currently streaming on Tubi, starring Tennille and Heather Kiles and Daniel Crago and Josh Johnson, Katie Crombez, all of the amazing talents of Detroit, Michigan made talent, y'all. So be sure to follow them. And we're going to continue to share behind the scenes and interviews with the cast members, production staff, and we're just having a great time. So stream it on Tubi. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friend to tell a friend to tell their friends, because The Agency is currently streaming on Tubi. And it's kind of like Parks and Recreation with The Office and a little bit of Schitt's Creek. It's Detroit's version of The Office, according to Fox 2 Detroit. So y'all got to check it out. Like I said, thank you so much to all of our guests this evening. We're bouncing out. It's the weekend, but I just want to say I love you all. I appreciate you. Be sure to stay up to date with The Agency and the cast members and see what's next. We're hoping for a season 2, and be sure to stream Mario Canon's music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of the streaming platforms. And y'all asked for it, so shout outs to Brandy, because I think we're gonna do like a transformation takers segment where we check in and we get fit, we be healthy, we got one life to live, so we got to do it right. All right, y'all, I'm talking a lot, so I love y'all, and I'll see you guys back right here on Ty's Take Today. Let's go.